Today I'm going to be working on the Mark II Mx5. I'm going to be doing two things to the car today. Number one is the bumper cut that is fairly popular with Mark 1s and Mark 2s, which involves basically coming up here with a cut across and back down the other side. The main reason a lot of people do this cut is because the kind of rear bumper cover acts as like a parachute. There's a lot of drag that gets caused by this. And then the second reason is to be able to show off the nice shiny bits underneath. And the main reason I haven't done it yet is because I didn't have a nice looking exhaust. The exhaust I have on this I picked up off eBay about 2 years ago, and it is not made from stainless steel. As you can see, over the past year and a half it has completely rusted through. When I bought the exhaust that is on this car now, it was about 2 years ago, and I had even less knowledge of cars that I do now. I didn't realise the advantages of stainless steel exhausts. I thought it was just for them to look nice. I didn't realise that the other exhausts, like just made from steel or whatever these are made from, completely rust through very quickly, and that's the case with this one now. And then as well, another thing that I done wrong, as you can see there, the bolts I used kind of like the locking nuts with the plastic piece on the inside, so they melted fairly quickly after going on, but they did hold in place, so it's not too bad. So I'm gonna have to pick up 2 new bolts as well for the new exhaust that's going on the back here. This is the new exhaust for the Mx5. It is a Cobalt dual exit exhaust. I'm not a huge fan of the dual exits, but this was going cheap. It's stainless steel, so it is going to look a lot nicer. I just thought I'd change it up a bit and go for something a little bit different. Before this goes on, I'm going to do the bumper cut first. I'm going to go around the edges of where I want to cut with some masking tape, just to mark off where I'm cutting, where I'm not, so I can have a good idea at it. Hopefully it's not too hard. I'm not sure what people usually use for stencils for this or anything, but I'm just kind of going to go by eye. Mainly mark out the cuts up and then cut across, and then I can work on the 2 curves for the 2 corners where it kind of will go like that, and the same on this side once the kind of horizontal and the 2 kind of up cuts are done. After cutting the line across there and up the 2 sides, so next thing I'm going to do is just curve these off. I kind of like the look of keeping the kind of stock bumper kind of around the back left and the right. I just wanted basically just to be able to see the exhaust. That's kind of all I want. And after going up as high as I can, if I go up any higher, you kind of see the actual frame of the car, rear bumper, whatever you call it. So that is literally, you can see I'm literally in line with the exhaust. That's all you'll be able to see, and whatever bits underneath as well. So I'm just going to curve in here, and then same on the other side, and then the rear bumper cut should be done. Bumper cut is completely finished now. Okay, so this is the joint here on the exhaust. If anyone knows why these kind of like rust so bad at joints, comment it down below. As you can see, this is like the same pipe behind, and it's perfectly fine, but once you get to the joint, it just rusted to shit. Like, there's nothing left of that, no sockets getting onto that. I'm gonna have to sand down the kind of meeting part of this pipe here, just because I'm keeping that. I'm going to spray it down with some black VHT paint, and then I'm going to do the same with here with these kind of tow hooks that stick down, as I kind of want them to kind of blend into the background. Don't want to be able to see them, want the stainless steel exhaust to really pop. So I'm going to go ahead, cut this off, and then I'll try get the new exhaust in place. Rusty old exhaust is off. You can see where I was cutting off the bolt, how thin this metal was, that I literally just tipped off it and went straight through the whole pipe. well, like half of the pipe. Everything has been sprayed down black now, as well as the kind of hanging down hook parts. I'm unsure what this is going to sound like. The old exhaust I had on it was loud enough. Basically the center pipe that I have is a straight pipe. There's no center resonator, which kind of makes it sound different and kind of lowers the sound as well, which would be kind of further up in the car. So that's been taken out, and this is a cheap kind of eBay exhaust as well, so I would imagine it didn't do much in reducing the noise of the car. This is a much more expensive exhaust rear muffler. It's the Cobalt one, so it might be quieter than it was before. It doesn't bother me too much, as it was pretty loud before. I actually have a clip in now of what it sounded like before. Actually, before the exhaust goes on, I'm quickly going to polish it down with some Autoglym metal polish, hopefully shine it up a little bit, as it is kind of a little bit corroded in parts. The dual exit is on now and it looks so nice. I think everyone who has a stainless steel exhaust should definitely do the bumper cut. It just looks so nice seeing all the pipe work at the back and the back box, so it's so shiny. I might polish it up again in the future, a little bit better. Just done a quick job of it today. So I'm going to lower it down now, see what it looks like on the ground. Ooh, bit lower than before. Oh, that looks so good. I didn't want to go too much with the bumper cut. I just basically wanted to be able to fit in the exhaust on this side. It's a fairly sharp cut to the right. It is curved though. It does look like a complete cut off. And then you can see it matches up with the same on the other side. Oh, it looks so good being able to see all that underneath. So I'm going to start up now. We'll see what the new exhaust sounds like. Ooh, it's louder. Oh, it's definitely a little bit louder. Give it a little rev. Yeah, I think that's louder. Yeah, I definitely think it's a little bit louder, I think, or kind of maybe roughly the same. I think I was expecting it to be much more quieter, so that's why I'm kind of thinking it, but oh, that looks so good. I much prefer this to the single exit now that I have it, and all that nice work underneath. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. The bumper cut is especially, I thought it'd be very hard to kind of get it even and everything, but just kind of matching up with the exhaust kind of curve on the right hand side, as it already has the cut out for that, and it made it a lot easier. And then kind of judging it by what you'll see underneath, I wanted to make sure that I'd only be able to see the exhaust, as you can see there, and not the kind of actual metal bumper that's underneath. So that was easy, and then that exhaust going on was even easier. That went straight on. When I bought this exhaust, the eBay one originally, none of the pipe work matched up whatsoever, so it was a lot of cutting and trial and error just to get that on. But this is only taking me about like an hour and a half to do the bumper cut, go down to the shop, pick up new bolts, as the ones that were on that were just completely gone, and fit that exhaust, which took about 2 minutes. So I'm so happy with this. It's starting to look so well with the exhaust. You can see it kind of starting to match up with everything else. I've ordered the Carbon Miata Monster spoiler for the back of the car as well, so I think when I get that will really suit the side skirts. I was thinking the other day that didn't kind of look okay, and then I remembered that I got that, so that's really going to match the side skirts, because I think the rest of the car, the front lip isn't too aggressive, so it doesn't match it too well. And then with the bumper cut, I think that even makes it kind of less kind of bodywork, as in, because those side skirts come down so far on the sides and they're so wide that when you kind of come up the back and there's nothing there, it looks a bit odd. But with the Monster spoiler that I've after ordering, it's basically comes from just in front of the headlights here, comes up goes all the way across and then back down. It's 3 pieces, unlike the usual ducktails or just a single piece on the boot lid. So I think it's definitely going to look a little bit different. I've never really seen many people, haven't seen really many people around with them on their cars. I've struggled to even find pictures. The only ones I could see of was on the Carmiata website of the Monster spoiler fitted. So I'll see what it looks like when it gets here. But anyway, if anyone's looking to do a bumper cut, definitely do it. It's easy enough. Even sanding off to make it smooth, I just used the kind of sanding pad. That was fine. And the exhaust I'm so happy with. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one where I will probably be prepping the car for paint.